There has been a Jewish presence in Europe for almost 2,000 years.
Zugereicht waren Brüder in Amerika. Sollt halten Schabbos, es ist getan. Man meint die Schabbos mit Davon, nichts tun im Schabbos, es kommt halten Schabbos.
But in a few short years, the glory of European Jewry was uprooted. The survivors were few. Sometimes only one remained of a family, sometimes one of a whole town. Many of them fled Europe to the Americas, to Adass Israel, and some even came to the furthest corner of the globe, to Australia. Among these survivors was a small group determined to rebuild the glory of the Alter Heim. They had lived according to the mandate of the Chassam Sofer, Shelo Yovesh Hamayon v'lo yikotzetzu ilon. Let the spring not dry up, let the tree not be cut down. In the old days they had accepted no compromises and spared no effort or funds to fulfill this directive. When they came to Melbourne, the same holy fire burned in them.
Dann sind wir hergekommen und wir haben getroffen eine kleine Kille. Die Kille hat sich geheißen Bester Frau. Hat gedammt in einer Shop auf Breitenrot. Sie in einer Shop für Männer und für Frauen. Und der Shop hat man geteilt mit einem Vierhang. Und auf der anderen Seite Vierhang haben gedammte Frauen.
Ein Wort kann ich sagen, Heuschach war Fehler. Die Medre sagt, nicht nur teure, ila bemaim, über Esch, über Midbar. Da wo Esch hat gebrennt, hat man Häuser gemacht von Jüdischkeit. Da wo Maim, bin reingekommen in die Wasser rein. Da war Midbar Hagodl, Australien war Midbar Hagodl, was war nicht keine Richtigkeit.
From my first visit here in Australia, Tovshin Zion, the Mispolom, 1947, I was invited to speak Kibbutz Rosh, the second day Rosh Hashanah. And as I was naive and young, and I suppose everyone grown, they know grown screams, so I said, who needs your shul? Make a minyan in your house. A mikveh. A mikveh.
Das größte Problem war, wir haben nicht gehabt keine Mikve und wir haben gesagt, zugenommen stark, dass wir soll haben eine Mikve und Chas der Hashem ist gekommen zu dem.
When they first arrived, they knew no English. They worked at blue-collar jobs and willingly gave up half their meager income for the Kehillah. And within a short time, they had established a mikveh tahara, a pit dug in a backyard covered by a shed, a place to daven, a chinuch for the children, shchita lemahadrin, and cholav Yisrael. Communal life was facilitated by the arrival of Reb Moshe Shmuel Rosenbaum Shlita. He served the Kehillah as a shochet, mohel, and bal tefillah.
Adass Israel still did not have educational facilities for secular, so we were forced to go to a state school. We went to Shil in the morning, and from 7:30 to 8:30 we learnt an hour. Then we had to troop off to school, which started at 9 o'clock, till 3:30. By 4 o'clock we were back in Cheder, which continued till 7 o'clock. This was our daily routine. Sunday, the day off from school, so we had to utilize it to the maximum. We went to Cheder from 9 till 5.
Harav HaGoyen Reb Yitzchok Neumann Shlita was the first Rav appointed to the Kehillah. He arrived in 1952 and quickly set the guidelines according to which Adass Israel has been operating ever since. He established the system of Shechita and Kashrus and was the driving force behind the establishment of the school. Harav HaGoyen Reb Tzalel Stern, Zichrono Livrocha, was a posek of world status. During his time, the yeshiva was established.
I remember the great excitement when he arrived, and looking back now, I can see the tremendous zechis that this Kehillah had, that Rebbeinu Shalom sent us a roof of his caliber, a true agun and agudel in every sense of the word.
Meanwhile, the building of the new shul was put into abeyance to give priority to the school and Talmud Torah. The original shul at 24 Glenira Avenue was a weatherboard house. The Kehillah grew and prospered be'ezus Hashem, and the time came to build a proper shul. By the time Harav HaGoyen Reb Elimelech Ashkenazi Shlita arrived, Adass Israel was well established as a Kehillah similar to the great Kehillahs of pre-war Europe. Rav Ashkenazi moved immediately to strengthen the community in all its activities. More shiurim for balabatim, greater support for the school, and the proliferation of gemachim and charitable programs. Rav HaGoyen Reb Avrom Tzvi Beck Shlita arrived in 1988. His motto is, Emer me'at v'aseh harbe, say little but do much. Under his leadership, Kashrus and Chinuch have been strengthened immeasurably, with the school now numbering approximately 600 children Kein Hirbu. Kolel Beis Yosef was established. A new mikveh tahara was built, used by many outside the Adass community.
A number of remnants who were broken people, who had really nothing, but they had in them a spirit, they had in them a Mesiras Nefesh. And they came here and nothing was too hard, nothing was impossible. People were not interested what they can get, people were interested what they can give. And today we have a zechis to have a Kehillah and everything that a Kehillah entails. Be it a Beis Medrash, a shir with minyunim going one after another. Be it shirim going from early morning to late at night.
Oires, scheine Oires, sei belachten dich man Welt. Simche Kdische mit Tahare, das was mir gefällt. Ani Mamin mit a Brenn, singt mir auf Kiddish Hashem. Der Hester tun immer so groß, wie halten sei du so. Man Kind euch sich schwer, es fällt dir a Tränen. Ach, auf deine Augen in die See. Gott ich lieb und am Mus, und a Schir und a Zug, weil die bist.
It's a great honor and privilege to be part of the celebrations of the 50 years since the establishment of Adass Israel. I thank the Ribbono Shel Olam that I've been able to be part of the growth of the Adass Israel congregations. My grandfather, Rabbi Israel New, was one of the founders of the congregation, and he certainly inspired me, together with others, to contribute to its growth. Their sincerity, their dedication to Judaism is an inspiration and light to the whole of the Melbourne community. I'd especially like to mention the Koppel family, and also my dear friend, the president and the Rosh HaKol of the Adass congregation, Benjamin Koppel, who has worked so diligently and hard for its growth over the last number of years. Ich will anwünschen die Rav und die ganze Kehille, Asach Hatzlocha, der sollen gehen, L'chail L'choil, und wir sollen alle zusammen begrüßen Mashiach Tzidkeinu B'Korov B'Yomeinu.
Baruch Hashem, the Adass School has been tremendous for us and for our children. What more nachas can you get than see a 6-year-old child come home and touch Chumash in Yiddish, see a 9-year-old boy get up at 6 in the morning and ride by bike to davening. For our children, the school is real, they love it. School is preparing them for their future life. It's giving them Jewish values, it's teaching them respect for other Jews, and it's showing them the true emistic purpose in life. Zusammen über Wasser, über Jammen, Kämel sich nicht gekannt. Man sieht darin, man hat einen Blick, man sieht da jeden, es viel mit Glück, man Schäfer, man hebt die Hände. Schule mal einfach, was macht da jeden, Baruch Hashem, es ist alles, jede Simche auf dem Puhnen mit der Kennen. Weil wie ein Jid soll noch nicht gehen, ist doch Kämel nicht allein, als du gebrüht, es hielt ihm ewig an jedem Moment. Du geh nach, Baruch Hashem, mit Tracht, Baruch Hashem, man geht, wie man steht, hat man Baruch Hashem, mit dem Minne jeden Rier, betuchen, Nashir, lebt da Jid nur wie Ezras Hashem. Du geh nach, Baruch Hashem, noch mit Tracht, Baruch Hashem, wie man geht, wie man steht, hat man Baruch Hashem, mit dem Minne jeden Rier, betuchen, Nashir, lebt da Jid nur wie Ezras Hashem.
So I want to congratulate and give a yashir koyach to all of Adass Israel for the great work that they're doing for this community, and they should go Michael al-Foil. And the Gemara Megillah Daf Chavtes says, Hasidim what the Knesset about the Midrash Shebebavel Sheikavu Be'Eretz Israel. So that means all the shuls and all the Talmud Torahs and all the yeshivas from the diaspora from Golis will be uprooted in coming to what in Eretz Israel.
Neuites shel beis Rabon heilig lechtig unazin. Gibt's a jidele dort läuft, noch a mitzvele koift. Jehaish mei Rabu hetz wie Schein, sei schreien noch mein. Teures Schein
In der Kille, wo die Kille aufgebaut geworden, wir können sagen, die Eltern, wo es da Eltern, wo es einen Beeilung haben, MS, sie können stolz sagen, guckt unsere Kinder, wo sie haben.
Yes, shall Yove Shamayon v'lo yikotzei tzho'ilon. Let the spring not dry up, let the tree not be cut down. The directive of the Chassam Sofer has been fulfilled in Melbourne, Australia. The spring still flows. The tree still grows and bears beautiful fruit. Many of our former students have become dayonim, rabbonim, and anshe chesed in communities all over the globe. The self-sacrifice of the founders has been rewarded with the only repayment they wished for, generations to come following in their footsteps at Bias Goel Tzedek.
Yes, this lawless, it surrounds us. A battlefield, who knows? We slowly inch ahead. We believe it's really close. Wait, the crack of dawn, bright horizon, soon the sunshine. Yes, Mashiach's on his way. All the grief, the sorrow slipped away.